You ever get that feeling like you are just stuck in your parenthood and you just feel like you don't even know how to entertain anymore or how to be a good mom anymore or how to keep your child happy? Well, and you ever feel like you have multiple job titles, like you're a entertainer and you're a chef and you're a janitor and you are a sleeping whisperer and you are a like nanny and everything, right? Like literally you do everything when you have a child, and you have all these job titles that you didn't even realize come with it. So I've been feeling pretty stuck lately in my motherhood, and one of the things that really inspired me to do this research and this action and this new adventure that we're on, is because my toddler, our 2-year-old, he's 2.5, has been constantly asking to watch TV, and it's driving me nuts. And it's the phone, the screen time. He has been really addicted to it, and I'm sharing this openly because I know that I'm not alone. I know I'm not the only one, and I know that it can be an easy fix, a quick fix, especially when you're exhausted, especially when you're tired, especially when you've just moved across the country and you're still trying to recover from that, and especially when you have low iron and a health condition. And so I basically have just been feeling like, there are so many things that just make me want to relax and veg and not have to put so much effort into anything, especially when you're running 2 businesses and you're just trying to stay afloat, right? So I basically have come to this point where I know a change needs to be made. So I was researching last night about toddler routines, because backstory for those of you that don't know me, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Savvy, and I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a wife, I'm a mother of a toddler, I'm a first-time mom, and I also am a doTERRA Diamond Essential Oil educator, and I love that so much. But I also am just learning the ropes of motherhood, and I like to keep it very real and unfiltered as much as possible, because I know a lot of people struggle in so many areas, and so do I. So I just want to keep that real so we can all be there for each other and learn from each other. So I was researching last night, and when I was researching about toddler routine, I am just trying to come up with a routine for us, right? Because my husband's going to be starting law school in a couple of weeks, or in like a week or so. And so our lives are about to change drastically. Like, it's going to be me and my son here in Vancouver, and I've got to be able to keep him happy and entertained, and I've got to be able to work my businesses at the same time, squeeze those in certain time slots, and when he's sleeping mostly. So it's big adjustments that are coming, and that has been like a stress. So as I was researching this toddler schedule, I came across Montessori for toddler. And the first time ever I've heard about Montessori was from a friend of mine in Fredericton, New Brunswick. That's where we just moved from. And she took her child out of public school because there was a lot of bullying, and she put him into a Montessori school. So, and she's been raving about it. So what is this? Like, what is this Montessori, right? So it's basically, it was developed from Dr. Maria Montessori. She's from Italy. It's based on scientific observation from birth to adulthood. And she used her medical and scientific background to observe children in order to develop this natural means of educating them. So it's basically a system of education used with specific types of toys for developmental stages. And the pros about this, the good things about this Montessori lifestyle, is that it encourages creativity and curiosity. It encourages child to explore and think for themselves as they acquire skills, and it helps them with decision making. It also helps the child focus more on, it focuses more on a student or a child's learning than on the teacher's teaching. So I love that. So it also instills mindfulness. It instills kindness, peace, freedom with a prepared environment. It also empowers independence, self-discipline, and it shows them how versus teaching them how. So I love that. If you are an activator, if you're somebody who loves to take action, this is it right there. So it helps with the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and social aspects of life. So if you're First Nation, this is like a holistic native way to raise your child. So I am mind blown, you guys, with the research I have found. So Montessori is a lifetime adventure that allows children to explore in a prepared environment. It gives them the opportunity to develop skills to succeed in life and to find their inner selves. That is it in a nutshell. So we are literally starting day one of our Montessori life on August 20th, 2018. Now, we don't have all the proper things like all the woods and the straw baskets and just like the non-plastic things, and we don't have the exact toys, but I am starting now because I know it is time. I am sick and tired of my child asking for the screen time, and it breaks my heart and it makes my mom guilt feel so bad because I know that there are so many wonderful things for a child to explore other than screen time, right? Like there's a time and a place for everything, but too much is too much. So I'm just showing you exactly what I'm doing today. We only started after his nap, so he only naps once a day in the afternoon around 12 noon, and he gets up around 2, and we just started after he woke up. So this is day one of our Montessori life, and this is just me using whatever we have at home and just trying to make it Montessori inspired. So eventually I'll swap out like all the plastics for wood and have like wood or straw baskets and stuff. So here he is playing with one of his little toys, which is to help his sensory. So there's like little circles and squares that go inside that house. And he just got up from a nap not long ago, and he's probably already went through like one. He did that first, the house is right there, and then he did this bucket for like maybe 2 minutes, and then he did the cars for maybe like 10 seconds, and then now he's back to the house. So ideally, you want the child to play with the activity for about like 15 minutes to 20 minutes, and he's just starting, so he'll eventually get the hang of it. But the idea is to help the child learn to play with the toys and then put them back, and to be orderly and tidy and independent and make their own decisions. And we're just here to observe and make sure that they're safe, and it's to help them so that they don't just get bored so easily, because we've noticed that he's been very bored easily, and he just has been glued to a lot of screen time. So I haven't been feeling really good about that as a parent, so I had researched things and just found this Montessori way for toddlers, and so I'm pretty excited to see how he does. So eventually we'll get like little bookshelves, but that's what I did for the books for now, so that he can see every one of them visually and then make a decision on which one he wants to read. So yeah, this seems to be his favorite little activity for now. You like it, buddy? You like Montessori life? So this is really cute. I taught him to put the toys away, and look, he's setting it up. That's exactly how I had it on the table. So that's too heavy for him to carry, or awkward more so. So I will help him carry it back. Then you can get your new activity, eh, buddy? Come on. And we'll eventually teach him how to pour his water himself too. We're just getting started, eh, bud? So we have yet to train him to drink with glass mugs or cups and get a glass pitcher here of water. So I just use this from the dollar store, and I put water in there. And then this is also from the dollar store. It's just a paper cup. So that's just to get him practicing how to pour. So as you can see, there's been quite the mess, but that's what it's all about, eh, buddy? You gotta learn somehow. So this is his little food station. I don't have like a little table yet, so we're just using doTERRA boxes for the table. So really awesome to just try this out with whatever you have at home. You know, we could wait until we have all the perfect things, but then we won't get it done, right, buddy? So he's been coming here to snack, and I'm teaching him that this is where he can come and drink for now, because he's just learning. So once he has more control over the cup and stuff, then he can probably drink it more everywhere in the room. Hey, buddy boy. So part of Montessori life is to is to teach them practical life skills. So Buddy, can you put some of that in the hole over there? Put some of that. Not that one. That's your apple. That's oh. That was a good one. Here, you got to put your bad ones in there. Put that in there. So this helps them feel, yay, good boy, good job. This helps them feel accomplished, and it helps them feel confident, and it gives them a task, and it gives them practical life. So he's on a little stool I got at IKEA, and yay, good boy. Uh-oh. Oh, they fell down. So he's putting them in the gerberator. That's what he's doing right now. So that's something that I was gonna do. That's something I usually do is after he eats a snack, I would grab it and I would put it in the gerberator. But now I'm challenging my mind to think more Montessori. And so instead of me doing it, I decided to let him do it. And the ones that he doesn't get in there, I just scoop them back up and I'm putting them back in the bowl. So he gets another chance. So it's like a game for him. Good boy! Yay! 3 more and then you're done. Yes, dishes. He woke up. So it's literally been, I think, maybe 5 hours now that we've been doing this Montessori life, and he has been doing so good. I'm actually pleasantly surprised with how good he's doing. I literally, like, when I told my husband about this and what I'm doing, he laughed at me because he's like, yeah, right, good luck. So I've been doing it. Wasade has been such a good boy, and he, out of the 5 hours, he's only asked for it once, the screen time, and that was because I had my PHONE out because I was doing a little bit of work, and I've been trying to hide that from him. I've been trying to hide the screen from him, but he caught me, and that's the only time he asked for it. I slipped it away, I put it away, and I did other things of work that didn't involve the PHONE, and he never asked again. So that has been a huge growth right there in itself, because usually all day, every day, that's all he's asking for is one or the other, whether it's the big screen or the little screen. So that's a huge growth right there, which I am extremely happy about. That's a huge result of this Montessori life. So I'm definitely going to be keeping it up. It takes a little bit of time to prepare for it, to research it, to figure out how are you going to readjust your space. But once you do it, it is so awesome. So I'm just going to keep going slow steps, right? Baby steps. With any big changes in your life, just give yourself that grace and don't be perfect. Don't try to be perfect, but just continue to be consistent, and I hope you all see results too. I am so excited about this. I still have so many things to learn, like how do you Montessori in the vehicle on road trips, and like adjusting when he's visiting out at other places. And yeah, I'm just curious to see like what he picks up, what he catches on, how quickly he can learn to do things on his own. And I already can see that like he's been listening to me, you guys. This is major for him to be like actually listening to me, because lately, to be honest, he has been very disobedient to both of us. So that's been bothering us too. We don't like that, right? Like, why are you being so disobedient, child? You know, and we want to have a peaceful home. We want to have a peaceful family, and the disobedience has been really not good, and the tantrums and the addiction to the screen. So far, so good. Now we're only day 1. I got inspired by Miss Rose Hedges, I believe her last name is. Found her on YouTube. I'll link her video below. She has a beautiful like video of her. This would be the ideal Montessori home. This would be the room for your child, the Montessori room. So that's my ideal inspiration. Like I said, we don't have a spare room. We have very small living conditions here in Vancouver, small close quarters for now. So we're just doing the best that we can with what we have. So good luck. I can't wait to hear from you guys, and those of you who are already my friends, who are already doing this, who have already raised your child this way. I just think it's so amazing. I'm excited to see my child develop more with this, and to really find his inner self, and to feel that empowered child, and to feel that independence and that capability, and that he is capable of doing things, and he feels that success, right? Like that when you're productive and you succeed, you do things, you feel good. So really grateful for this. Thank you so much, Rose, for your wonderful channel inspiration. Okay. So overall, we are liking this Montessori life. I notice more like peace in his heart and more happiness. I've seen him laugh a little bit more. And for me as a mom, I feel more peace in my heart. So that's a huge step. That's a huge step because we have been feeling really stuck, like I said, in our parenthood. So this evening he did kind of like fall back with his dad, and he was laying on his dad and he was asking for that screen time, but his dad didn't give it to him, so that's good. So far we are doing good. I also want to remind you moms to not be too hard on yourself, and you're doing the best that you can, and you're all doing amazing. If you're doing your best to raise a kind human, you're doing amazing. So give yourselves that props. I know motherhood can be so hard, and there can be a lot of judgments out there. So this is a safe place to share our motherhood, and I just can't wait to see his growth continue, buddy? Yeah. Eventually we'll do the Montessori bed. Say bye. Say thank you for watching. Thank you. Say well all. Say thank you. Come again. Please hit subscribe. Say please hit subscribe and like. We appreciate it so much. If you want to see more of our craziness. Bye. Say bye.